The 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Well, Boston had been in a bit of a rebuild since the end of the days of the Big Three. Last season, they got back into the postseason. Shaq, where do you see this team going in the next few years?
On the floor for the visiting Boston Celtics. At small forward, Larry Nance. At shooting guard, Paul Pressey. At the other forward position, Shawn Kemp. At the other guard position, Walt Frazier. At center, Bill Russell. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Budenholzer. And now, your San Antonio Spurs starting lineup. At the point, 6 feet 1 inches. Number 3, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. At the power forward position, at 7 foot 3 inches, number 40, Kristaps Porzingis. At the center position, 7 feet, number 16, Pau Gasol. Starting at the other guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 4, Joe Dumars. A 6'7" forward from San Diego State, number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Your head coach is Greg Popovich. Once again, your San Antonio.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Jazz in Utah. And boy, they got by the skin of their teeth there, winning by 1 point. That was a battle.
And as shaky as they looked in that game, guys, it showed a lot of mental toughness that they were able to come out and get a win.
Anytime you can play through missing shots and being a little out of sync and still maintain the hustle and effort and intensity that's needed to win, that's a good sign and could go a long way towards success.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Frazier is out there with Pressey, then it's Nance, then there's Shawn Kemp, and it's Russell in at the center position. Here's Abdul-Rauf, 6 to shoot, sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because that just settles you down a little bit.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. They grabbed their own miss, and the jam by Larry Nance.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Gasol. His last outing, he had 8 points.
That's his first personal foul.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2,
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Frazier outside. Pass to Nance. And another basket for Boston. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Well, Greg, I think you've got to try to convert the positives. Take them into the momentum of your next game and use them for momentum. And then take what you did well and double down the efforts here tonight.
San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 3. Now Dumars. 17 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Now Frazier. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Here's Kemp. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Pressey after Pau Gasol's bucket. Clock at 6. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Porzingis. And the shot is long.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now, here is Russell. Boston again missing. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Frazier against Abdul Rauf. Here's the screen. Passes it to Porzingis for 3. It's hauled in by Frazier. Boston leading by 4. To the inside. Here's Russell. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Pass to Porzingis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Pressey. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Russell, a screen on Leonard. Frazier dishes to Pressey. 5 to shoot. The shot is off. Nice D from Dumars. He kicks to Gasol. Puts it up from 15. Rebound Boston. Frazier outside. Russell, a screen on Dumars. Frazier outside. Screen by Russell. A nice shot by Frazier.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Gasol, a screen on Pressey. Shoots from the line. Good on the jump shot.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Dishes it to Russell. And Nance kicks to Pressey. Outside Russell. Frazier against Leonard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Kemp slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Abdul Rauf after the made shot from Shawn Kemp. And he gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. In the third spot, the Spurs.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Randall's checked in for Pau Gasol. Celtics leading by 3. Frazier kicks to Pressey. And there's the pass to Kemp. Nice ball movement by Boston. The screen from Kemp. And there's the feed to Frazier. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Russell. Off the pick. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Leonard attacking. Tries from 10. No good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Pressey kicks to Nance. Kemp a screen on Leonard. Right wing. Outside Kemp. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now, here is Dumars. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The shot by Abdul Rauf is no good. Celtics leading by 5. Russell, a screen on Abdul Rauf. Frazier outside. Tries from 16, and the shot is good. Frazier's got his second basket of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Frazier kicks to Kemp. Feeds to Russell. Fires from 14. Abdul Rauf with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Porzingis passes to Abdul Rauf. Offensive rebound, Spurs. The Celtics with the lead. The dish to Kemp. Kicks to Pressey. Screened by Russell. From 11 feet away, the rebound by the Spurs.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Abdul Rauf. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Softly drops in the floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Celtics leading by 5.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Still early on in this new basketball season for San Antonio, and here's where they sit in the NBA rankings. First in opponent shooting percentage, third in three-point shooting. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Zeller, he's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for Dumars. And George Hills subbed in for Abdul Rauf. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Russell, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Bill Russell.
Hill dishes to Randall. That ties the game.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
The Celtics shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. The drive by Smith. And just miss after miss right now. San Antonio's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Williams kicks to Zeller, and it's sent back by Russell. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A minute 42 left in the first. Williams can't hit. Now here's Rondo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rondo's got his first basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Hill against Rondo. On the wing, Williams. And it's Spates with the rebound. Hill against Rondo. Spates sets a screen. Nice work there coming off the screen. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the basket by Hill.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Monroe. Following the basket by George Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Monroe, the pass to Smith. Smith missing again. just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Williams. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Rondo. Spates. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Deep 2 from Hill. Rondo with some nice D. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark. Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got J.R. Smith. Rajon Rondo is out there with Monroe. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Russell in at the 4. He's off on the first. Pau Gasol is checked in for the Spurs. Boston also with the sub. Lou Williams is checked in for Monroe. And he sinks the second. The Celtics with the lead. Rondo kicks to Russell. J.R. Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. The drive by Smith. Williams with the block. Hill with it. On the wing, Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Williams inside. He's guarded by Hill. Rondo dishes to Spates. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And the Celtics lead by 3.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in. Williams attacking.
Can't hit from 12. The Celtics shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Williams. And Bill Russell slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Williams. Trailing by 5. This all no good. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Rondo passes to Russell. Williams for 3. Russell kicks to Smith. Screen by Russell. And that's good. J.R. Smith for 3. And it's an 8-point Boston lead.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Williams against Williams. Williams dishes to Randall. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Rondo with it. He's picked up by Hill. And here's Rondo. Speights with a screen on Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Brooklyn, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Boston, 3.5 back.
And when you look at Boston, they've had a nice run here to start the season, up there near the top of the standings and looking like they're comfortable.
And, you know, from everything I've seen so far, I think they can sustain this level of play all the way through the season.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Leonard, he's checked in for Randall. Dumars comes in for Darren Williams. And it's Abdul Rauf in for George Hill. And then for Boston, Kemp's checked in for Russell. Nance comes in for Smith. And it's Frazier in for Rajon Rondo. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Spurs trail by 9. Outside Dumars. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Frazier against Leonard. Pass to Williams. Speights kicks to Kemp. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Sean Kemp taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. The Spurs making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Pressey is checked in. And he sinks the second. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
And now, your Spurs dance team. All right, fans, one more time. Keep it going for your Silver Dancers.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Dumars. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Frazier against Leonard. Frazier left side.
San Antonio foul. One. That's his first personal foul.
The Celtics have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Frazier. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Dumars against Williams. And he gets it to go. Dumars got 4 points this quarter.
You know, Kevin, it doesn't matter that he's one of the slower guys on the floor, especially when he gets that wide lane to the rim.
Frazier outside. Takes a shot at the elbow. Good D by Gasol. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Abdul Rauf. And the 3 off target. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They've been faster setting up their offense lately, and it seems like the teams they've been playing have been rushing a little to keep up with the pace. They've been able to hold their opponent's scoring down quite a bit.
Just 3 to shoot, and he's able to get it back. Another miss by Williams. For San Antonio, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Kemp against Gasol. Back to Dumars. There's the pick. Leonard on the wing. This one for 3. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Frazier kicks to Nance. Outside Kemp. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Kemp's got 9.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Frazier against Abdul Rauf. Dumars a screen on Frazier. Wide open look. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been get back down to 8 points. They needed that one from Dumars.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Williams against Dumars. Now here's Kemp. He's guarded closely. San Antonio with the rebound. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. From the stripe. And the shot falls short this time. Celtics leading by 8. Williams passes to Nance. Dumars against Frazier. Nance a screen. On the wing, Nance. Williams for 3. Kept alive by Boston. Kemp, he dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
You got to like what Shawn Kemp has done in this game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Leonard. 13th in 3-point field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And nobody's able to guard him out there. I mean, defenders have been trying to get physical with him, but it doesn't bother him. He just shrugs it off.
Zeller, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And a change for the Celtics. Monroe's checked in for Williams. Inside, Kemp with the steal. Frazier against Abdul Rauf. A nice shot by Frazier. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Celtics?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Pick by Zeller. Leonard dishes to Zeller. Shoots off the screen. San Antonio again missing.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. That sends Shawn Kemp to the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller. The Celtics have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Just absolute domination in this one for Shawn Kemp. He has 14 points and a steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
It's stolen by Frazier, and pushing it up, here's Boston, here's Monroe, but they'll get another chance, and they'll keep possession. A nice shot by Frazier.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Dumars, following the score by Walt Frazier.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Monroe. 17-point lead, their biggest.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For Boston, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Good on the second free throw. So it's San Antonio now. It's an 18-point game. Leonard draws the double. On the wing, Dumars. Frazier covering, and a wide-open look for Zeller. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Here's Dumars after the basket by Boston.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Frazier against Leonard. Frazier kicks to Nance. Can't get it to go.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Leonard. Zeller against Nance. Pass to Abdul Rauf. No good on the 3.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The screen from Kemp. Monroe in the corner. They shoot again. Kemp can't hit. Spurs trail by 18. Here's Dumars. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Celtics foul.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
That's his first personal foul.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Julius Randle's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Abdul Rauf. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Spates checked in for Kemp. Russell comes in for Larry Nance. Smith checked in for Pressey. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Frazier. Now here is Smith. He has 6. He dishes it to Spates. Goes up at the stripe. Nice D from Dumars. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Williams against Smith. Williams dishes to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Williams gets the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Spates. He has 5. Spates with a screen on Williams. Smith kicks to Spates. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Spurs trail by 14. Williams passes to Randall. Down low. Nice move. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. J.R. Smith picks one up. For San Antonio, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Williams. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. George Hill's checked in for Dumars. And both free throws good for Williams. 1:02 left to play here in the half. Rondo dishes to Spates. Smith against Williams. Monroe's shot is good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Zeller setting the pick for Williams. To the paint. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For San Antonio, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10.
Cody Zeller at the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Zeller. And so he hits both. Here's Rondo. There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. He kicks it to Monroe. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. Misses the jumper. And it's the Spurs ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Rondo against Hill. Dishes to Williams. Outside Williams. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Exactly. I mean, when you lose as much as they did last year, you'll get beat by teams that aren't playoff powers for sure.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Boston on top. They lead by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and they've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you at the table.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point, they pushed the lead up to 7. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. A fantastic game from Shawn Kemp in this one.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Porzingis is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Joe Dumars. Then there's Abdul Rauf. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the pass to Porzingis. The shot is off. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Now, here is Dumars. Following the miss by Shawn Kemp. Fades. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Leonard's got the first field goal of the second half for the Spurs. Frazier against Leonard. Russell kicks to Nance. Frazier outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Abdul Rauf. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Nance outside. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Nance has got his third basket of the night. Spurs trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Here's Dumars. 10 points for him. Gasol passes to Porzingis.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Can't cash in from the high post.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
It's stolen by Frazier. They're running. The feed to Pressey. Up top, Kemp. 5 on the clock. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Dumars dishes to Gasol. Spurs passing it around. Frazier against Abdul Rauf. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. Abdul Rauf's got 5 now.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Let's take a peek now here at the league leaders in rebounding. Frazier against Leonard. Frazier kicks to Russell. Here's Pressey. He's got 5.
Going the other way.
Timeout Spurs.
Still early on in the season, Kevin, but let's take some time to look at where the Celtics sit right now. 4th in opponent points per game, 6th in steals, and they've made the most of the mistakes that they've been able to force. I mean, they're a top 10 team in points off turnovers.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there, but that defense, it just wears on you.
Abdul Rauf kicks to Leonard. It's deflected. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The screen from Kemp. Leonard against Frazier. Gasol with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Leonard's got the ball.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Celtics leading by 11. Frazier outside. From 15 feet away, hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Porzingis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pressey kicks to Kemp. Russell against Dumars. And Russell gets it to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
To the wing right side. It's tipped. It's stolen by Nance. Now Frazier, 10 points for him. Shoots from 12. No good off the back of the rim.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Gasol passes to Abdul Rauf. Fires from 14. He squares up and sinks it. Abdul Rauf's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Frazier outside. Nance outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kemp. High shot from 10 feet out. Kemp's got 19 points.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain.
Pass to Porzingis. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs, 2 spots down.
And, right now for San Antonio, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge dividends right away.
Sure it has. I mean, they came out of the preseason with a real air of confidence. There may not have been many outsiders who believed in them, but now plenty of people do.
Here's Kemp, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
That just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Julius Randle's checked in for Gasol. Williams comes in for Porzingis, and it's Williams in for Abdul Rauf. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Boston. And the Spurs with possession. They trail by 11. On the wing, Dumars. Frazier covering. Unloads from 13. Dumars misses. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Feeds to Russell. Williams with the steal. Williams kicks to Dumars. Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Russell. Leonard against Frazier. There's the dish to Rondo. Kicks to Kemp. Frazier outside. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Dumars kicks to Randle. Outside Williams. Randle a screen on Frazier. Williams dishes to Williams. Great open look there. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Rondo. Nance with it. Williams picks him up. It's stolen by Randle. Williams with the ball. He feeds it to Randle. Tries from 10. Rebounded by the Celtics. Russell's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the rejection by Leonard. Spurs trail by 9. And here is Williams. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Clock at 6. Dumars misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Screen by Russell. Rondo passes to Frazier. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't get it to go. Williams with the defensive effort. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's stolen by Rondo. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Rondo with the ball. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Rajon Rondo. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Cody Zeller's checked in for San Antonio. Hill comes in for Dumars, and then for Boston. Spates checked in for Kemp. Smith comes in for Larry Nance. And Monroe subbed in for Frazier. He hits the second from the line. So it's San Antonio now, a 12-point game. Williams against Monroe. Williams kicks to Hill. Picked by Randall. Hill dishes to Randall. Good. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Celtics leading by 10. Outside Rondo. Russell sets a screen for Rondo. Passes it to Spates. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Zeller, a screen on Rondo. Hill with it. He's picked up by Rondo. There's Williams with the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Rondo. He has 5. Spates with a screen on Hill. The shot's good from Smith. He's got 8.
Rondo with the nice dish.
43 seconds left in the third. Randall with a screen for Williams. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Monroe kicks to Spates. Shoots from the elbow. Out to Smith. Spates sets a screen. Smith in the post, working on Williams. To the middle. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Zeller. 1 second left. It's off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And the final period of play just about to start. Celtics leading by 7. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Russell is out there with Sean Kemp. Then there's Monroe. Then it's Pressey. And it's Williams at the 2. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. but he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
The Spurs making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Abdul Rauf against Williams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Bill Russell.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting for San Antonio, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for San Antonio. Both free throws good from Abdul Rauf. Now Monroe. Russell, a screen on Leonard. The drive by Monroe. Can't hit from the elbow.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for your Spurs, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Spurs making a switch here. Dumars is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Now here's Kemp. Not enough on that one as it misses. Abdul Rauf against Williams. Here's Abdul Rauf. A step back shot here. And yes, sir, that one drops. Abdul Rauf's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now Monroe kicks to Pressey. He's looking for Russell and finds him. They set the pick. The screen from Kemp. Monroe outside. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Leonard. Williams with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Russell. Pass to Monroe. And Gasol sends it back. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. There's the pass to Abdul Rauf. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from the wing. Celtics leading by 4. Williams passes to Monroe. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside Williams. Monroe outside. There's the 3. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
On the wing, Williams. Tries again. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Boston making a switch here. Frazier's checked in.
Walt Frazier.
Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Frazier, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Dumars dishes to Gasol. Leonard with no one around. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Celtics leading by 4. Frazier outside. High shot from 10 feet out.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Pressey against Dumars. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Dumars. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Leonard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Now here's Frazier. High, arcing shot.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Dumars misses. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Frazier kicks to Pressey. He dishes it to Kemp. Here's Pressey. The feed now to Frazier. To the wing on the left. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nancy's checked in for Williams.
Larry Nance.
Spurs trail by 4. Outside Dumars. Passes it to Porzingis. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Celtics shooting 41% for the game. Dishes to Pressey. He kicks to Kemp. Gasol with the steal. Nance against Abdul Rauf. Leonard with the screen on Nance. Abdul Rauf. They get it back. Tries again. Count it. And the Celtic lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Leonard's gone 4 of 9 in field goal attempts. Pressey kicks to Russell. Feeds it to Pressey. The dish to Nance. Screened by Russell. Pass to Pressey. Russell a screen on Dumars. 5 on the clock. Kemp can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Dumars with it. Inside to tie it up. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Russell. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Foul Gasol at the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Frazier outside. Shot to end this cold run, and the layup is up and in. Frazier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's Dumars. San Antonio again missing. The Celtics shooting 41% for the game. Frazier outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
You know, shooting as well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guys, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
And here's Dumars. Leonard on the wing. Shoots the three. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
The screen from Kemp. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Randall's checked in for Porzingis. Mirotic is checked in for Boston. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Picked by Randall. And here's Leonard from 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Kemp. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. The baseline J. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Kemp screen on Leonard. Frazier against Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
Outside Dumars. Leonard the pass to Randall. Back to Leonard. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
A very impressive fourth quarter from him so far. He's knocked down 5 of 7 from the floor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Pressley. Mirotic, a screen on Leonard. Frazier dishes to Mirotic. Leonard against Frazier to end the run, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Spades checked in for Boston. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Abdul Rauf. Here's Randall, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots. And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And San Antonio has possession following the bucket by the Celtics. Lock at 6. Abdul Rauf. The offensive rebound.
He saw that one was going long, and he tracked it down.
Walt Frazier once again. Frazier's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you've put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Gasol, a screen on Frazier. Abdul Rauf. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Now here's Spates, and they take the lead. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up to the Spurs Gates team.
.110 left in the fourth quarter. Dumars against Pressey. Dumars, the pass to Abdul Rauf. Now Frazier. Kicks to Pressey. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Take a look at what Dumars been doing. He has 12 points and 6 assists. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
At the line for your Spurs, Joe Dumars. At the line for 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 1. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Spates. It's good.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
.26 seconds left in the fourth.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for your Spurs, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good from Abdul Rauf.
In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul. Second team foul. Lost ratio. At the line.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Randall. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
The thing that has to jump out of you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player, how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.